should not hold together. The galaxies should be unraveling, their stars flung outward like autumn leaves caught in a whirlwind. And yet, they persist, bound by an invisible force, one we have come to call dark matter. For nearly a century, its existence has been inferred, not by direct observation, but by the subtle whispers it leaves in the cosmic fabric. It does not emit light, nor absorb it. It does not interact with the electromagnetic spectrum. And yet, its gravitational grip bends entire galaxies, distorts spacetime, and sculpts the grand cosmic web that stretches across the void. The idea of dark matter was born out of necessity, a ghostly scaffolding invoked to explain what physics could not. In the 1930s, Swiss astronomer Fritz Zwicky first noticed that galaxies in distant clusters moved too fast, as if they were being held in place by something unseen. Decades later, Vera Rubin confirmed this phenomenon in spiral galaxies, revealing a paradox: their outer stars should be flung away into the void, yet they remain tethered, as though held in place by an invisible force. This was the first compelling clue that something beyond ordinary matter, beyond anything we could see, was shaping the cosmos. But what is it? The search for dark matter has led scientists down countless pathways, from vast underground detectors to high-energy particle collisions, from galactic surveys to computer simulations of the infant universe. The leading theory suggests that it is composed of exotic particles, possibly weakly interacting massive particles, or WIMPs, so elusive that they barely interact with the known forces of nature, except through gravity. Yet, despite decades of searching, the cosmos remains silent. No direct evidence of dark matter has been found. No confirmed particle detections. No conclusive interactions. Nothing but its gravitational shadow, stretching across the universe. Some have begun to wonder, what if dark matter isn't real? What if we have misinterpreted the laws of the universe themselves? An alternative perspective challenges the very foundation of our understanding. Instead of dark matter, what if gravity itself behaves differently on cosmic scales? Theories such as modified Newtonian dynamics, MOND, propose that our equations of motion require subtle corrections in the depths of intergalactic space. Others suggest that gravity may emerge from deeper, hidden principles of reality, perhaps from extra dimensions or unknown aspects of quantum mechanics. Even Einstein's theory of general relativity, the bedrock of modern cosmology, is not immune to scrutiny. Could it be that our understanding of spacetime is incomplete? That an unseen force or structure is shaping the universe in ways we have yet to grasp? And yet, the cosmic evidence remains compelling. Maps of the early universe, like those revealed by the cosmic microwave background radiation, show ripples in spacetime that align almost perfectly with the predictions of dark matter models. The gravitational lensing of distant galaxies, where space itself bends under an invisible mass, paints an undeniable portrait of a universe shaped by unseen hands. But still, the question lingers. Are we chasing shadows? Could dark matter be a phantom, an illusion born from our own incomplete understanding of the cosmos? Or is it truly there, waiting just beyond the limits of our detection, like a specter at the edge of perception? For now, we remain on the precipice of discovery, caught between belief and uncertainty. The universe whispers its secrets in the language of gravity and light. And we listen, ever searching, ever wondering. Perhaps the answer lies in a realm we have yet to explore, one beyond our current reach, beyond even the boundaries of known physics. Could dark matter be something more than a mere collection of invisible particles? Some theorists have speculated that it could be tied to the deepest structures of spacetime itself, woven into the fabric of the cosmos in ways we have yet to comprehend. One possibility suggests that dark matter is not made of individual particles, but is instead a manifestation of something more profound, the hidden geometry of the universe. In the framework of extradimensional physics, some models proposed that what we perceive as dark matter could be the gravitational influence of matter residing in higher dimensions, realms beyond our three-dimensional space. In such a scenario, we are not detecting an unseen substance, but rather the ghostly pull of objects that exist outside our perceptual horizon. Other radical theories push the boundaries even further. The concept of gravitational entropy, the idea that gravity itself is not a fundamental force, but an emergent property of microscopic quantum interactions, suggests that dark matter might not be a thing at all. Instead, it could be the residual imprint of cosmic entropy, the statistical residue of deep, underlying physics we have yet to understand. And yet, our most advanced detectors, buried deep beneath the earth, shielded from cosmic noise, waiting for the briefest flicker of an interaction, have seen nothing. The Large Hadron Collider, humanity's most powerful tool for probing the subatomic world, has smashed particles together at unimaginable energies, searching for signs of exotic physics. Still, dark matter eludes us. So we must ask, if an idea, no matter how well it fits our observations, cannot be directly tested, should we continue to believe in it? Science is built on the premise that theories must be falsifiable, that evidence must guide us. And yet, dark matter persists as an enigma, a cosmic paradox. If it exists, it holds the galaxies together, sculpts the large-scale structure of the universe, and whispers to us through gravity. If it does not, then our entire framework for understanding the cosmos may need to be rewritten. Somewhere, hidden in the vast ocean of the unknown, the truth awaits. It may be buried in the echoes of the Big Bang, imprinted on the cosmic web, or concealed within the mathematics of a yet-to-be-discovered theory. The universe does not easily give up its secrets. But we, fragile beings on a small world orbiting an ordinary star, have dared to question, to seek, to unravel the unseen. And in the end, that pursuit, the relentless drive to understand, is what defines us. The search for dark matter continues. And with it, the search for the very nature of reality itself. But what if the answer is not in the vastness of the cosmos, but in the nature of reality itself? Some scientists propose that dark matter is not a missing mass, but rather a flaw in our perception of space and time. Perhaps the way we measure gravity, the way we define motion, or even the way we perceive the passage of time is incomplete. Could dark matter be an illusion born from an assumption we have yet to question? One radical hypothesis suggests that our universe is not three-dimensional, but instead a holographic projection, an intricate pattern of information encoded on a distant cosmic boundary. In this framework, dark matter could be a byproduct of how gravity emerges from this projection, a ghostly imprint left behind as space-time unfolds in ways we do not yet understand. Even more mind-bending is the possibility that dark matter is a remnant of a past universe, an echo of physics that predates our own. Some cosmologists suggest that just as a fire leaves behind embers long after its flames have vanished, our universe may carry the signatures of forces and particles that no longer exist but still influence the cosmos today. Or, perhaps dark matter is not a missing ingredient, but rather a side effect of a deeper symmetry, one that connects the visible and the invisible, the known and the unknown. Theories like supersymmetry predict the existence of partner particles for every known particle, and if such a framework is correct, dark matter may be the first glimpse we have into an entire hidden sector of the universe, a parallel world of particles and forces that interact only through gravity. But despite all these theories, we remain in the dark. The silence of the cosmos is deafening. Every attempt to directly detect dark matter has failed. Every new experiment refines our understanding but brings no breakthrough. The questions multiply, while answers remain elusive. And so, we find ourselves standing at the edge of the unknown, staring into the cosmic abyss, knowing that something profound must be waiting there. Perhaps the discovery of dark matter, or the realization that it never existed, will redefine our understanding of the universe itself. For now, the search continues. The universe, in all its vastness and mystery, remains a puzzle we are only beginning to piece together. But one truth is certain: the cosmos is far stranger, far more wondrous, than we have ever imagined. And perhaps that is the greatest revelation of all, not just the existence of dark matter or its absence, but the realization that we are still at the dawn of understanding, standing on the precipice of a deeper truth about the cosmos. For centuries, humanity has gazed at the stars, believing that the universe was nothing more than what we could see. First, we discovered that our own world was not the center of the cosmos. Then, we learned that our sun was just one of billions in the Milky Way. Later, we realized that our galaxy was just one among countless others, woven into a vast cosmic tapestry stretching beyond imagination. And now, we confront the possibility that even this vastness is but a fraction of reality. If dark matter exists, then the universe we know, the stars, the planets, the very atoms that make up life, is merely a whisper of a much greater unseen realm. If it does not exist, then the laws we have relied upon for a century may need to be rewritten. In either case, we are faced with the same inescapable truth: the cosmos is still hiding its deepest secrets from us. But history has shown that we are capable of uncovering them. The same curiosity that led ancient astronomers to chart the heavens, the same drive that propelled us to the moon, the same ingenuity that built machines capable of peering into the depths of space, this is what defines us. One day, we will know. One day, whether through the flicker of a distant gravitational signal, the whisper of a newly discovered force, or the sudden collapse of an old theory in the face of undeniable evidence, the veil will lift. And when that day comes, when we finally glimpse the true nature of the cosmos, we may find that reality itself is stranger than we ever dared to dream. But until that day arrives, we remain wanderers in the dark, pilgrims of the unknown, guided only by the faint glow of understanding that flickers on the edges of discovery. The search for dark matter is more than just a scientific endeavor. It is a testament to the resilience of human curiosity, to our refusal to accept the limits of our knowledge. It is a reminder that the universe does not yield its secrets easily, that each answer we uncover births new questions, and that the deepest mysteries often lie hidden in the spaces between what we know and what we have yet to learn. Perhaps the answer will come not from a new particle, nor from a modification of gravity, but from something wholly unexpected, something that rewrites the very way we perceive reality. Maybe the fundamental nature of existence is not what we think it is. Maybe we have been looking at the problem from the wrong perspective all along. And yet, in the absence of certainty, we persist. Telescopes will continue scanning the heavens, mapping the distortions of spacetime, searching for the invisible fingerprints of dark matter. Particle accelerators will continue smashing atoms, probing deeper into the quantum realm, searching for exotic forces beyond the standard model. Theoretical physicists will continue refining equations, constructing new models, challenging old paradigms, searching for a unifying principle that brings clarity to the unknown. We are driven by the same force that has guided every great discovery, the simple but profound desire to understand. And so, as we drift through the silent expanse of the cosmos, as we turn our instruments to the void, as we search for what may or may not exist, we are reminded of a simple truth: the universe does not wait to be understood. It simply is. But we, fragile beings bound to a small world, have chosen to seek, to question, to challenge, to explore. And that, perhaps more than the existence of dark matter, more than any discovery we have yet to make, is what truly defines us. And so, the question lingers, not just in the minds of scientists, but in the very fabric of our understanding of reality. Is dark matter truly out there, silently sculpting the universe, an unseen architect of the cosmic order? Or is it a shadow we have cast upon the unknown, a construct born from the limitations of our own theories? For now, we stand at the boundary between belief and evidence, between what we think must be and what we have yet to confirm. This is the threshold of discovery, where science meets philosophy, where mathematics becomes a language for the infinite. Perhaps in the coming decades, a detector buried deep underground will finally register a whisper of an interaction, proof that dark matter is not just a phantom, but a real entity shaping our universe. Perhaps the next generation of space telescopes will uncover a subtle distortion in the cosmic web, revealing the presence of something far stranger than we ever imagined. Or perhaps, as we peel back the layers of the cosmos, we will find nothing at all, nothing but the echoes of our own assumptions, dissolving into the void. But that is the nature of the journey. To seek. To question. To stand at the edge of the great unknown and take one step further. For as long as we have gazed at the stars, we have searched for meaning in the vastness. And whether dark matter exists or not, whether it is found or abandoned as a theory, the pursuit itself has already revealed something profound, not about the universe, but about us. We are the universe's way of understanding itself. We are the explorers, the dreamers, the restless minds that refuse to be satisfied with the surface of things. We are the ones who look into the darkness and refuse to accept that it is empty. The search continues. The universe waits. And somewhere, hidden in the fabric of space-time, the answer is already there, waiting to be found. And so, the question remains, suspended in the vast silence of the cosmos, like an unfinished thought in the mind of the universe itself. What if the answer has been before us all along, hidden not in the distant reaches of space, but in the way we perceive the fundamental nature of reality? What if dark matter is neither an invisible substance nor a missing piece of the cosmic puzzle, but instead a reflection of our own limited understanding, an artifact of equations not yet complete, of laws that whisper to us in a language we have yet to fully decipher? The greatest revolutions in science have not come from confirming what we expected, but from overturning what we thought we knew. When Newton's laws failed to explain the strange orbit of Mercury, Einstein revealed that space and time themselves were fluid, bending under the weight of gravity. When physicists sought to understand the inner workings of the atom, they discovered an entire world of quantum uncertainty, where particles flicker in and out of existence, where cause and effect become blurred, and where reality itself seems to be woven from probabilities rather than certainties. What if dark matter is leading us toward another such revelation? Perhaps we are on the cusp of a new era in physics, one where the universe is no longer described merely as a vast collection of galaxies and particles, but as something deeper, more intricate, more interconnected than we ever imagined. Some theorists have dared to suggest that what we call dark matter could be the first sign of a hidden cosmic structure, an unseen framework woven into the fabric of spacetime itself. Could it be that gravity is not simply a force, but a consequence of something even more fundamental? Could the laws of physics, as we know them, be merely the surface layer of a reality that extends beyond our ability to measure, beyond even the reach of our imagination? And if that is true, what else might we have overlooked? What other secrets lie waiting, just beyond the horizon of discovery? For now, the universe holds its silence, its mysteries intact. The equations remain unsolved, the experiments unfinished, the data inconclusive. And yet, we continue. We build our telescopes, our satellites, our particle colliders. We map the galaxies, track the movements of stars, listen for the faintest echoes of forces we cannot yet detect. We stare into the abyss, not with fear, but with wonder. Because the greatest discoveries, the ones that truly change the way we see the universe, are never just about answering questions. They are about learning how to ask better ones. And so, we ask, is dark matter real? Or is it something else entirely, something stranger, something deeper, something waiting to be understood? The search does not end here. It has only just begun. And so, the search stretches forward, a thread woven into the grand tapestry of human curiosity, reaching beyond the limits of our knowledge, beyond the boundaries of our perception, into the depths of the unseen. Perhaps dark matter is out there, silent and patient, a cosmic riddle waiting for the right question to unlock its secrets. Perhaps, in some distant future, a new theory will rise, one that does not simply explain dark matter, but dissolves the need for it altogether, replacing it with an understanding so profound that our current models will seem as primitive as the celestial spheres of ancient astronomers. If history has taught us anything, it is that the universe is always more complex, more beautiful, and more mysterious than we first assume. Every answer leads to new questions. Every revelation opens a new door to the unknown. But what makes this search so remarkable is not simply the pursuit of a missing mass, nor the refinement of equations, it is what it reveals about us. The search for dark matter is the search for the unseen forces that bind the cosmos, but it is also a reflection of the unseen forces that drive us. It is the embodiment of a restless species, never content with what is known, always reaching, always questioning, always searching for something more. Perhaps that is why we gaze into the night sky, not just to understand the universe, but to find our place within it. And so we continue, undeterred by silence, unshaken by uncertainty. Because beyond the known, beyond the visible, beyond the theories that define our present understanding, something waits. A new idea. A deeper truth. A universe that has always been there, just beyond the edges of our perception. And one day, when we finally grasp it, when the last piece of the puzzle clicks into place, we will look back at this moment, not as the end of a mystery, but as the beginning of something even greater. For the cosmos is not merely to be observed. It is to be understood. And the journey toward that understanding never truly ends. And perhaps, in the grand scheme of things, that is the very purpose of our existence, not merely to witness the universe, but to decipher it. To listen to its silent language, to follow the delicate clues etched into the motion of galaxies, the bending of light, the subtle ripples in space-time. For if the cosmos is a vast and ancient book, then we are the readers, turning its pages one discovery at a time. Somewhere, in the dark spaces between the galaxies, in the swirling currents of gravity that bind the cosmic web, in the equations yet to be written, lies the truth. Perhaps dark matter is real, a ghostly mass that has shaped the universe since the dawn of time. Perhaps it is something else, something stranger than we can yet comprehend. But whether we prove its existence or rewrite the laws of physics entirely, the lesson remains the same: the universe is not waiting to be understood. It simply is. And yet, we, small, fragile, fleeting, choose to understand it anyway. We send instruments into the void, build machines to peer into the depths of matter itself, rewrite the rules of reality when evidence demands it. We refuse to accept the limits of our knowledge. We push, and push, and push again, because that is what it means to be human. And maybe, just maybe, that is what the universe has been waiting for all along. So we turn our gaze to the stars, knowing that the journey is far from over. That the next breakthrough could be just beyond the horizon. That in some distant future, we may finally glimpse the hidden architecture of the cosmos. And that when we do, it will not be the end of the mystery, but only the beginning of an even greater one. And so, we stand at the threshold of the unknown, staring into the vast abyss of possibility, knowing that beyond our current understanding, something profound awaits. Whether dark matter is real or an illusion, whether it is a hidden substance or a flaw in our equations, one truth remains undeniable: our pursuit of the answer is what defines us. Perhaps the search will lead us to an entirely new realm of physics, a hidden layer of reality that has eluded us until now. Perhaps it will force us to rewrite our most fundamental assumptions about space, time, and gravity itself. Or perhaps it will reveal something so unexpected, so foreign to our current models, that it will shake the very foundations of science as we know it. But we are not afraid of such revelations. We welcome them. Because to search for dark matter is not merely to search for a missing mass, it is to seek the true nature of the cosmos, to uncover the invisible threads that weave the fabric of reality. It is to accept that for all our advancements, for all our equations and theories, we are still at the very beginning of understanding. And that is a humbling, yet exhilarating thought. For if the universe is still hiding its deepest truths from us, then it means the greatest discoveries still lie ahead. The instruments of tomorrow, the minds yet to be born, the theories yet to be conceived, all will push the boundaries further, illuminate the unseen, bring clarity to the shadows of uncertainty. And one day, whether through the quiet signal of a long-awaited detection, the flash of insight in a scientist's mind, or the whisper of a new force emerging from the depths of space, we will know. We will know whether dark matter is real, or whether we have been chasing a specter, a phantom of our own creation. We will know whether the unseen mass that binds the galaxies is something tangible, or a sign that we have misunderstood the very forces that govern the cosmos. And in that moment, we will not mourn the old theories, nor fear the new. We will simply look back at the long journey that led us here, across centuries of observation, across generations of thinkers and dreamers, across every question that brought us closer to the truth. And then, as we always have, we will take the next step. Because the universe does not end with discovery. It begins with it. And so, the cycle continues. Every great question, once answered, gives rise to new mysteries. Every solved equation reveals a deeper complexity. Every boundary we push only expands the frontier of the unknown. If we do find dark matter, if, at last, we detect the elusive particles or uncover a new fundamental force, what then? Will it truly be the end of the search? Or will it open doors to even greater questions, to new layers of reality we have not yet imagined? And if we do not find it, if our search ends not in confirmation, but in contradiction, what will that mean for our understanding of the universe? Will we stand at the edge of a new scientific revolution, forced to rethink gravity itself, to challenge the very fabric of space-time? Perhaps the answer is not a singular revelation, but a continuous unfolding, one that stretches across the vast expanse of human inquiry, as endless as the universe itself. We have always been explorers, drawn not only to the light of the stars, but to the shadows they cast. We have questioned what lies beyond the horizon, what moves in the unseen depths, what forces shape the world beyond our perception. And whether we find dark matter or something far stranger, one truth remains: we are not just witnesses to the cosmos. We are its storytellers. We are the ones who dare to ask, who dare to wonder, who refuse to accept the limits of what is known. And so, as we continue to chart the invisible, as we press onward into the unknown, we do so not in search of an ending, but in pursuit of the next great question. And perhaps, in the end, that is the true nature of our journey, not to reach a final answer, but to keep asking, to keep searching, to keep unveiling the hidden layers of reality that have always been there, just beyond our reach. For the cosmos is not a closed book, but a story still being written. With every new discovery, we turn another page. With every unexplained phenomenon, we find another chapter waiting to be explored. And as we peer deeper into the abyss, we realize that the universe does not simply exist, it evolves, it transforms, it reveals itself in fragments, inviting us to piece them together. Maybe dark matter is real, a vast and invisible framework upon which the universe is built. Maybe it is an illusion, a symptom of equations that need rewriting. Or maybe, it is something far beyond our current understanding, a hint at a deeper structure, a bridge between the known and the unknowable. And yet, despite all the uncertainty, despite all the answered questions, one thing is clear: we are part of this mystery. Born from the same elements as the stars, shaped by the same forces that sculpt galaxies, guided by the same laws, whether we fully understand them or not. We are not separate from the cosmos we seek to understand. We are the product of its unfolding story, and we are the ones who continue it. So we search. Not because we expect easy answers, but because we know that the act of searching itself is what moves us forward. We chase shadows not out of fear, but out of wonder. We explore the unseen, not because we are lost, but because we are meant to discover. And as we drift through this vast and ancient universe, as we look up into the endless expanse of stars, we carry with us the most powerful force of all, not dark matter, not gravity, not even the light of distant suns. We carry the unyielding drive to understand. And that, more than anything else, will illuminate the darkness. And so, with every question unanswered, with every mystery unresolved, we move forward, driven not by certainty, but by the quiet, persistent belief that understanding is always just beyond the horizon. Perhaps the answer to dark matter will come in a sudden moment of clarity, a discovery so profound that it reshapes our very conception of the cosmos. Or perhaps it will come slowly, piece by piece, a puzzle assembled over centuries, each generation adding its fragment to the greater whole. But no matter how long it takes, we will not stop searching. Because the pursuit of truth is not just a scientific endeavor, it is a fundamental part of who we are. We have always sought to illuminate the darkness, to bring light to the unknown, to peer beyond the edges of the visible world and grasp at the unseen forces that shape it. And if dark matter exists, if it is real, tangible, measurable, then we will find it. If it does not, if we have been chasing a shadow, an echo of incomplete equations, then we will rewrite our understanding of reality itself. Either way, we will not turn back. Because the universe is not a puzzle to be solved, nor a secret to be unlocked. It is a landscape to be explored, an endless frontier that stretches beyond imagination, waiting for us to chart its depths. And so, we search, not for an end, but for a beginning. Not for closure, but for revelation. Not simply to know, but to wonder. Because the greatest discovery is not what we find at the edge of knowledge, it is the realization that the search itself has no edge at all. And so, the search stretches endlessly before us, like the expanding universe itself, without a final destination, without a point of completion, only an ever-widening horizon of possibilities. Perhaps, in our quest to find dark matter, we are not merely seeking an answer about the structure of the cosmos. Perhaps, unknowingly, we are searching for something deeper, proof that our minds, these fragile engines of curiosity, are capable of grasping the infinite. We have looked into the smallest scales of existence, into the heart of the atom, and found a world of quantum uncertainty, where particles blink in and out of reality, where space is not empty but teeming with invisible forces. We have looked outward, into the vastness of space, and found galaxies that should not hold together, cosmic structures too vast to be explained by ordinary physics, gravitational fingerprints of something unseen. And yet, despite all we have learned, despite the breathtaking accuracy of our equations and the power of our theories, the universe remains silent on one simple question: what is it that truly holds everything together? Is it dark matter, a hidden substance, an unknown particle waiting to be revealed? Is it something stranger, a new force, a deeper law of physics that has remained concealed from our instruments and calculations? Or is it something even more profound, something we have not yet dared to imagine? We do not yet know. But we will. Because history tells us that no mystery, no matter how vast, can withstand the relentless pursuit of those who seek to understand. The universe is patient. It does not rush to reveal its secrets. But we are patient too. And we are listening. Watching. Asking. Reaching beyond what is known, into the darkness, knowing that somewhere, hidden in the silent, invisible web of forces that shape the cosmos, the answer is waiting. And when we find it, we will stand on the precipice of yet another question, another frontier, another journey. Because in the end, the greatest mystery of all is not the universe itself, but the fact that we, fleeting and fragile, dare to comprehend it. And so, we continue, driven not by necessity, but by something deeper, something intrinsic to our very nature. The search for dark matter is not just a question of science, it is a reflection of our fundamental longing to understand. We look up at the sky, not because we must, but because we are compelled to. We ask what lies beyond, not because the answers are easy, but because the questions demand to be asked. Perhaps, in the end, it is not dark matter we seek, but the reassurance that the universe is knowable. That the vastness, the cold emptiness of space, the forces that bind the galaxies, none of it is beyond our reach. That no matter how insignificant we may seem, no matter how small we are in the grand cosmic scale, we are still capable of grasping the infinite. But if the past has taught us anything, it is that the universe rarely gives us what we expect. Maybe we will find dark matter, hidden in the silent corridors of the cosmos, waiting to be revealed in the flicker of a distant star or the quiet hum of a new physics experiment. Maybe we will find that it never existed at all, that we were looking for something that was never there, and in its absence, we will be forced to rewrite our understanding of reality itself. Or maybe, just maybe, we will find something else entirely, something stranger, something beyond the boundaries of even our boldest imagination. And when we do, we will face the same choice we always have, to stop, satisfied with what we have uncovered, or to press forward, to push beyond, to embrace the next great mystery. Because the search does not end with an answer. It never has. It only leads us to the next question, the next frontier, the next moment when we look into the unknown and dare to believe that we can understand. This is the nature of who we are. This is the story we are writing, one discovery at a time. And the universe, vast and silent, waits for us to turn the next page. And so, with each question we answer, the universe whispers back with more. The search for dark matter, for the unseen architecture of the cosmos, is not a journey with a final destination. It is a path that stretches infinitely forward, revealing not only the nature of reality but the nature of our own existence. For if the cosmos is bound together by invisible forces, forces we have yet to fully grasp, then perhaps so are we, held together not just by gravity or the elements of stars, but by our relentless drive to seek, to understand, to unveil the unknown. Maybe dark matter is out there, waiting, its presence woven into the gravitational pull of galaxies, its particles drifting silently through us, unseen but undeniable. Or maybe the answer is something else entirely, something so different from what we expect that when we finally uncover it, we will look back at this moment with awe, realizing that we were asking the right questions but searching in the wrong places. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain, this is not the end. The universe is not a riddle to be solved, nor a problem with a single solution. It is a vast, unfolding mystery, a puzzle with infinite pieces, a story that does not end when one chapter is complete. And we, the searchers, the explorers, the restless minds who refuse to accept the limits of what we know, we will always turn the next page. Because beyond dark matter, beyond gravity, beyond the known laws of physics, there is something far greater waiting to be discovered. And as long as there are stars above us and questions within us, the search will go on. Not for closure. Not for certainty. But for the sheer, breathtaking wonder of what lies just beyond the edge of understanding. And so, the great unknown remains, a silent enigma stretching across time and space, waiting for us to unravel its deepest truths. Perhaps, in some distant future, a scientist will stand on the precipice of a discovery that redefines everything we know. Perhaps an instrument, yet to be built, will catch the faint whisper of a new force, a new particle, a hidden dimension that explains the unseen. Or perhaps we will reach a moment when we must abandon the search for dark matter, not because we have failed, but because we have found a more profound truth in its absence. But whatever the outcome, one fact is undeniable: this search, this relentless quest for understanding, is what makes us who we are. It is what has driven us from the moment we first looked up at the stars and wondered what lay beyond. It is what propelled us to map the heavens, to uncover the laws of motion, to split the atom, to reach for worlds beyond our own. It is not the answers we find that define us. It is our refusal to stop asking the questions. And so we press on, knowing that the universe is neither obligated to be simple nor designed to be easily understood. It is vast, indifferent, governed by forces that do not bend to our expectations. But it is also beautiful, intricate, and, perhaps most remarkably, accessible to the human mind. For all our fragility, for all our limitations, we have the ability to peer into the fabric of spacetime, to decipher the echoes of creation, to glimpse the mechanics of the cosmos itself. That is the real discovery. Not dark matter. Not missing mass. But the realization that we, insignificant beings on a small planet orbiting an ordinary star, are capable of grasping even the most fundamental mysteries of existence. And if we can do that, if we can reach beyond the boundaries of what we know and step boldly into the unknown, then the greatest discoveries still lie ahead. The universe has been waiting. And we are just getting started. And so, the search does not end. It never truly can. Because the universe is not a puzzle with a single solution, nor a map with defined edges. It is a boundless expanse of possibility, a mystery that deepens with every answer we uncover. If dark matter is real, then we have found only the first thread in a tapestry far more intricate than we ever imagined. What other forces, what hidden symmetries, what undiscovered laws of nature might be revealed in its wake? And if dark matter is not real, if its absence forces us to rewrite the fundamental laws of gravity, space, and time, then we are standing at the precipice of a revolution as profound as whether or not we have the equations to describe them. Not that dark matter exists or does not, but that we refuse to stop searching. And so, as we gaze into the depths of space, as we build ever more powerful instruments, as we question and theorize and dream, we step forward into the unknown, not fearing the darkness, but illuminating it. What is dark matter? Does it exist at all? Or is it merely a reflection of something far deeper, something woven into the very essence of truly there, waiting for us to find it? Then its discovery will be a doorway to a new era of physics, an era where we finally grasp the unseen forces that shape the universe. It will not be the end of the story, but the beginning of a greater one, filled with new questions we have not yet dared to ask. But if dark matter is an illusion, if we have spent a century chasing a ghost, then that, too, will be a revelation. Because it will mean that something even more extraordinary is at play, something we have yet to understand. It will force us to rethink the very foundation of what we believe about the cosmos, to turn our gaze not just outward, but inward, into the very fabric of existence itself. Either way, the universe is speaking to us.